Warning, if you're following too close, you won't go in your record. There's no monetary fine. I apologize for the smear marks. It's hand sanitizer.
It's all good.
So I just had a little too much in my hand and it got all over the.
No worries.
A little bit on there.
What happened? I thought you said follow you. Yeah, keep following. You want to talk? Come on, you want to play games? Get the f out of here and do your job.
You know, that's my own right, and I will be gone in due time once I collect my content. I'm not here loitering or trying to cause a scene.
This is a scene right now, so I need you to stay over there.
I understand it's a scene.
Yes, I need you to stay on that side. I'm going to be putting up tape right now.
Plenty of room. There's no need for me.
You do not know what we're dealing with right now.
Please don't touch me.
Okay, sir. I need you to stay over there.
When power trembles at the sight of a camera, it's no longer law enforcement, like it's abuse of authority shielded by a badge. When police aren't just wrong, but encouraged to be wrong for the sake of a campaign slogan, the law stops being a boundary and becomes nothing more than a prop in the theater of control. Here, every camera draws a fragile line between transparency and concealment, between the citizen and those who surveil them, between a free society and one merely pretending to be. But the scariest part isn't the handcuffs, it's this. Without evidence, your rights only exist for as long as someone chooses to allow them, and that is something we cannot tolerate, cannot ignore, not if we still dare to call ourselves free. On that highway, it wasn't just traffic moving forward. Justice was reminded it must keep moving too.
Warning, if you're following too close, you won't go in your record. There's no monetary fine. I apologize for the smear marks. It's hand sanitizer.
It's all good.
So I just had a little too much in my hand and it got all over the.
No worries.
A little bit on there.
On a stretch of highway in Wisconsin, Rowdy, a citizen armed with a camera and unwavering resolve, was pulled over simply for following a police transport vehicle and signaling for them to stop. No speeding, no reckless driving, no unlawful behavior, and yet he was ordered to produce identification, but Rowdy refused. Not out of defiance, but because he knew, without probable cause, no one can force you to incriminate yourself. In a tense standoff with 3 law enforcement officials, Trooper Sue Shawn, Deputy Michael Coughlin, and Captain Gary Peterson, Rowdy stood his ground. He reminded them of the Constitution, of the right to remain silent, of the fact that filming is legal, especially when those being filmed are agents of state authority. Vague claims like following too closely were met with precise legal rebuttals. And though the tension ran high, Rowdy never cursed, never resisted. He stood there, law in his mind, camera in hand. In the end, they let him go. No citation, no handcuffs, just a verbal warning with no legal weight.
How are you, sir?
Anybody running down for me, boss?
Sure.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Sam, Trooper Lorbeck of State Patrol.
Sure.
The reason I'm stopping you today is that vehicle that you were following.
Yep.
As a deputy.
Yep.
He said you tried to give him the pullover a couple times.
I did.
How come?
Wanted to talk to him about his driving.
You want to talk to him about his driving?
Yep.
Okay. What was wrong with his driving?
Well, I've got it all on film.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn it into his boss.
Okay. That works.
But thanks.
Do you got a driver's license with you?
I sure do.
Can I have that, please?
You sure cannot.
You're not going to identify yourself?
No, I don't need to.
You actually kind of do.
Okay, so what law was I breaking?
Well, you're trying to get a deputy to pull over.
I was trying to have a conversation. Is that illegal? Is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
To what?
To have any conversation or point a direction?
You're trying to get him pulling over down the road.
Well, do you have a supervisor with you?
What was that?
What's your name, sir?
Refusing to identify himself.
What's going on, sir?
What's your name?
I'm Deputy Michael Coughlin with the Sheriff's Office.
Okay. I don't need to identify because you guys pulled me over for...
Actually, you do because it was a suspicious activity that's going on. All we want to do is ID you and figure out what's going on so we can...
So based off what you just said, is that a misdemeanor or a felony? That's my question.
Right now, we're trying to figure out what's going on, sir.
Sure,
I never said if there's a crime or not.
Then why
I want to try to figure out what's going on and why you were...
So I'm going to explain something to you. I'm going to explain something to you. The reason I was following that officer is because I'm a constitutional activist.
I can't... You got to talk up a little bit.
I'm a constitutional activist. I'm a First Amendment auditor. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. That's the reason why I wanted to get that man's information.
What man's information?
The man driving that vehicle, that sheriff's vehicle.
Why is that?
Because he was breaking the law several different ways. Obviously, you guys didn't see it. I'll have that conversation with his boss. I've got it on film.
But what was he breaking the law? I was 20 miles away when
I get that. So I'm not going to have that conversation with you and have court on the side of the road here. I'm going to have a conversation with his boss because I got it on film.
Okay, but we're all responding because You were following that vehicle.
And you're saying that's suspicious?
Yes.
Okay, great. And I'm asking, is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
Neither.
Okay, so
we're trying to determine
am I
why
free to
you're
go?
doing that.
Am I free to go?
Well, once we figure out what's going on, you sure
I've
are.
explained it to you already, sir.
Then why won't you give us your ID?
I don't need to. I'm a First Amendment auditor and a constitutional activist. Why would I give you my ID if I don't need to?
Do you who the plate comes back to?
I ran in.
So did they, actually.
33. Do you know who did that?
Do you have a sergeant, or you're a captain, sir, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name's Gary Peterson. My badge number is 4.
Okay. Do you know what a First Amendment auditor is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is it okay if I reach
but I also know that when someone's on the interstate...
Is it okay if I reach into here and give you my
No, it's
business
not.
card? Okay.
No.
Do you want to reach in there and grab my business card?
No.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to tell you is, what you were doing on the interstate was causing them concern.
Well,
And they were concerned enough to call the sheriff's office and state patrol.
Sure.
So we responded.
And I get that.
Okay?
And I've
So
explained why.
That's a problem.
But I've explained why, right?
But you can't do what you were doing. It was unsafe.
What was I doing that was illegal or unsafe?
Well, you were unsafe according to what they were telling us. You were trying to get them to pull over. That's how they interpreted what you were doing.
Okay, and is that what I'm asking you? Is what is illegal about that?
It's a transport vehicle with prisoners. If someone is attempting to get them to pull over,
Sure.
that is a risk.
Okay.
They're going to notify other agencies, us,
And that's
the State
fine.
Patrol, which is why we're here.
That's 100% fine.
So
I have no problem with you pulling me
Once we
over.
run your plate, sir, and there's no issues, and
I have no problem with
we'll
that.
get you on your way, okay?
I'm not trying to give you grief.
Nope, you're not.
Okay.
Nope, not
The
at
reason that I'm sticking to
all. Yep, you're doing just fine.
you're gonna get my ID anyways. You already know who I am.
Well, no, actually, I don't. That's why I had them run your plates.
Okay.
Okay.
Either way.
So, once we get that information, as long as there's no wants, I'm going to ask you, please don't do what you were doing again. If they had a number on the van to call.
Well, I've got a license plate number. I've got a license plate number.
You know.
So I will.
Sir, could you do me one favor?
Sure.
Just throw me a little bit. Just the first name.
You can call me Rowdy. I'll give you my business card. It's right in there. You can grab it if you'd like.
I just want your real first name, man. That's it.
I'll give you my business card.
What?
You can grab my business card.
I'm really hard of hearing.
If you would like to grab my business card, you can grab
I'm not reaching
it.
inside your vehicle, man.
Okay, I respect
trust
that.
you.
I respect
can
that.
already see, man, you're not
I respect
like,
that, but
fighting with me,
I do want to give you the business card if that's okay.
Yeah,
Can
that's
I?
fine.
Okay,
You're good, bud.
Okay, I get it. You guys have a hard enough job, and honestly, my goal is to make your lives better by finding bad cops and showing good cops.
Well, I get that, bud.
And if you guys check out my channel, you'll see that.
Okay.
Because I do interviews.
I get that, but you know you're not making our job any easier by just not telling us who you are. If you would have said, hey, my name is Bob, and this is what I'm doing, and that's why I was doing it,
And I
I'd be
get
like,
that.
cool, man, let me check your ID. You would have already been gone.
And I get
see
that. But as a
get-
constitutional activist, it shouldn't be difficult to use your rights, right?
No, dude,
You
man,
get what I'm
I
saying?
stand up for our
And I get it, and I know you do.
I do.
Otherwise, you would have been in the vehicle. I'd have gotten out. You'd have arrested me,
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and then
it
we would
could've
have.
went- it could've went
Yeah,
100
I know.
different ways.
I get it. I don't think you're a bad guy, right?
I didn't hear anything what was going on. All right.
Sergeant, do you want me to explain it to you?
You got stopped by my partner and I for following too
Correct.
closely. Okay.
Well, actually, that's not why you stopped me.
I need to ID you.
So is that what
Our
you're
plan-
claiming you stopped me for?
Yes, it is. So my plan is to warn you for following too closely.
Okay.
And then cut you loose. Okay.
Okay.
It's that easy.
I need your name and badge number, sir.
It'll be on my warning.
Hey, can you just say it audioly so the camera can hear you?
It'll be on my warning. My name is Trooper Sue Shung with the Wisconsin State Patrol.
Thank you.
Badge 2597, car 553.
Outstanding.
I got nothing to hide.
I get that. I'm not saying you do.
Warning for following too close. You won't go on your record. There's no monetary fine. I
Okay.
apologize for the smear marks. It's hand sanitizer.
It's all good.
So I just had a little too much in my hand and it got all over the.
No worries.
A little bit on there. All
I
right?
do have a couple questions. So the officer that pulled me over, was that you?
No, that was my partner Derek.
Okay.
We're Becky.
So where did he see the following too closely?
He was right behind you, and I was behind you too. So,
Yep. Yeah, I know.
So I saw it too.
Sure. Okay. And that's where it came from?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a business card?
All my information's on there. Look,
Okay.
I'm not looking to make a sideshow out of this.
I
know
get
you have
that.
I know you have your podcast and whatnot. So,
I got stuff
and
I gotta
that's-
do,
And
yep.
that's fine too. Okay.
I know. All right.
But
You take care of yourself.
We're not gonna sit here too long. 'Cause
That's
it's
fair.
Not,
You
it's
take
not
care.
safe, okay?
I'm good.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll leave my red and blues on. Just watch out for traffic coming from behind.
Okay.
You just gain speed on the shoulder. Put your left blinker on. Just watch out for traffic coming from behind. Okay.
Okay.
Other than that, though, just be careful next time if you're gonna tailgate another cop, especially one with a prisoner in there.
Yeah, sure.
That's where you're gonna get like 5, 6 of us. Obviously, for the officer's safety and for the prisoner's safety. We have no idea who you are.
I get that. Yeah.
So, other than that, have a safe trip home. I don't know where you're headed, but just be careful pulling out.
Okay, thanks so much. Take care.
But in that standoff, the winner wasn't the one with flashing lights and a badge. It was the citizen unafraid to ask, what did I do wrong? And unwilling to accept that silence alone is reason enough to be treated like a criminal. When a camera appears, some officers are quick to cross ethical lines, just to intimidate anyone bold enough to ask the right questions at the wrong time.
What happened? I thought you said follow you. You want to talk? Come on, or you want to play games? Get the f*** out of here and do your job.
At a gas station in Suffolk, an independent journalist didn't show up with a slogan, but with a question. What began as a friendly exchange soon revealed a chilling truth. Officer Darson, a man sworn to uphold the law, was the first to dodge transparency. No name tag, no badge number, no clear reason for his presence. Worse, he didn't stop at silence. He tried to spin a false narrative. Instead of protecting civil rights, Darson attempted to coerce a gas station employee into lying, claiming the journalist was causing a disturbance, just to manufacture a reason to remove him from public space. Was this intentional manipulation? When someone entrusted with power starts rewriting the facts to fit their own interests, every citizen should be alarmed. Because if the truth can be twisted just to silence a camera, then freedom of the press exists on the thinnest line, somewhere between police tape and the silence of the badge.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
What's going on?
Wait, what are you doing? Well, where you coming from?
Where am I coming from?
Yeah.
I got called here.
You got called here?
Are you just recording?
Well, I'm asking the questions.
All right, have a good day.
Now, if I can, well, listen, it's just a little suspicious that you're parked here on private property.
By the people that work here.
You were asked to come here?
I was.
What was the situation?
That's none of your business.
It's none of my business. Well,
let me
ask you this. I mean, listen, I'm just doing my job. I'm an investigative journalist, and to me, it is a little suspicious that you're sitting here on private property. So I just wanted this. And now, do you have anything illegal in the car? Any drugs, guns you're not supposed to have? Can I get your name and badge number? Name and badge number? Officer, it is your policy to identify yourself when you're asked for your name and badge number by a member of the public. Can I have a name and badge number, please? Can I get you? Can you identify yourself for me, please? I'm even saying please. It is your policy to identify yourself as a Suffolk County police officer. How am I supposed to make a complaint or even know who you are? Not that I'm making a complaint, I'm just saying. So you're refusing to identify yourself? That's what's going on? Come on, man. I'm trying to help you out here. Make your department look decent. Just give me your name and badge number. What is that? Appreciate it. So what is that, right here and right here? You guys got a lot of cousins right here and right here. Is it R-I-G-H-T? R-I-T-E?
Do me a favor, back up. Back up. Just do me a favor, back up.
Well, can I get your name and badge number?
Hold on one second. What's going on, man?
Can I get your name and badge number?
Right here. Durson, 7204.
All right, thank you.
What's your name?
What was the big problem with
What's
that?
your name?
Why couldn't you just answer it the first time?
What's your name? These people are saying you're bothering them.
They're saying I'm bothering them?
Yeah.
I don't believe. Don't listen. Don't try to solicit a trespass. All right? Because that just makes you look bad, and that's illegal.
Joe,
am I bothering
this-
you? Am I bothering you?
No.
Thank you. Say no. Don't listen. Say no more.
Is he bothering you?
No.
Say thank you. Done. He said no. Sorry, failed
What's
for
your
trying
name?
to solicit
What's
a
your name?
trespass.
What's your name?
I don't answer questions.
You don't?
Nope.
Well, now you're in part
Now
of
let
an
me ask
investigation.
you.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of an investigation. How do I know
And?
you're not part of that?
Do your job and investigate.
I'm trying to. What's your name?
I don't answer questions.
The First Amendment defies us.
That's right.
I like that.
That's right. So if you like it, and officer, you know what? Can we
me a favor.
de-escalate?
Do me a favor.
For a second.
Do me a favor. You're in my space right now. Back up. You are in my space right now. Just
You
do me a
walk
favor.
towards me. I was over there.
No, you walk towards
What?
me.
Do you
over
think
there.
you feel I'm a threat?
I am a little bit right now.
You feel I'm a threat?
I absolutely
You're
am.
the one with a gun. You're the one with all the equipment. You feel threatened.
Well, you got your face covered.
So?
Yeah.
It's COVID.
It's COVID.
Yeah. You feel threatened, honestly.
I do.
Well, then maybe you should get a different job.
Yeah.
Because if you feel threatened with a guy with a camera,
I don't know.
You know, who commits crimes that would hurt anybody with a camera?
You tell me. Why are you walking up
Not
to me?
me.
Then? I'm in the middle of an
because,
investigation
as
myself.
I said, I'm an investigative journalist.
Are you?
I am.
Okay, then do me a favor.
And I thought it was a little suspicious that you were
That
sitting
you're on
there.
public, private property.
Correct.
So you thought it was suspicious that I was here?
And I just
my
wanted
job?
to come up and ask you.
You
And you said
understand
it was
this is
none of my
job,
business.
right?
I understand that. And your job is also to talk to a member of the public when they come up to you.
All right. You have a complaint?
I want
me
to
a
ask
favor,
you
if you have a
something.
complaint.
Officer Durson, would you
Yes.
like to start over and de-escalate? Because I would like to have a normal, good conversation with you. See what I
Listen,
mean?
if
Come
you
on,
wanna
why
have a
not? Why
conversation,
not?
I don't talk to journalists.
Why
policy
wouldn't you talk to
department-
journalists?
My policy in my department is you go to the headquarters and you can talk to the people over there that takes care of that. I don't do journalism.
Listen,
right?
that's the problem.
I only do public complaints. This gentleman here, he has a problem with someone else. That's why I'm here.
All right, but
I'm not
if
here
a
for
member
you.
of the
I don't
public
need,
is coming up to you.
I don't need you coming up to me
Okay.
to talk to me when I'm in the middle of something.
Listen,
You have
but
an
the
issue
bottom
right now.
line
You
is
have
you
a
can
problem.
multitask.
You have an emergency. You have an emergency right now.
No, I don't have an
Okay,
emergency.
so please walk away.
No. I
Have
would
a
like
day.
to have a conversation with you.
I do
And
not
the
have-
problem is, though,
I don't talk to
officer,
journalists,
is
buddy.
that that's the
I don't talk to
divide between
journalists.
the law enforcement
talk
and the
to
public.
journalists. Have a
Because
good
what are
day.
you hiding? Come on.
Go away.
Stop. Emmett, do not
Come
tell
on,
him,
man.
Do not tell him you know me, and do not tell him. Say you don't know me. Say you don't know me. Please.
Come. Go away.
Hey man, listen. I got information on my computer.
Right.
Okay, it's private information. People give this to me, knowing that it's not recorded and it's safeguarded right now. Okay, I don't need it on someone else's computer. All right. If you can do that, if you want to record that, is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to record someone
I'm
else's
trying to
information?
record you, but yeah, I can
Okay.
record that too.
You're recording someone else's information. Good job.
I would like to
Really good
talk
job.
to you, but you want to be scumbag, so.
Go.
You don't know me. Stop.
Listen.
I would like to talk to you, but you don't want to. Scumbag, tyrant like the rest of them. Tyrant like the rest of them. Drive a shame.
And when that false narrative failed to convince anyone, Officer Darson didn't stop. He changed tactics. No longer standing still, he began covertly tailing the citizen, reappearing at multiple public locations, not because of duty, but because his ego had been challenged by a camera and a citizen who knew their rights. Darson returned to the gas station, this time with another officer, not to ensure safety, but to identify the man who dared to question him. To the citizen, this was no longer a chance encounter. It became a targeted form of harassment, retaliation dressed in silence, aimed at those who dared demand transparency from power. And the citizen didn't stay quiet. He made it clear a formal complaint would be filed, not for himself, but for anyone who's ever been watched, threatened, or followed just for asking questions. Because a free society isn't measured by the number of badges worn, but by how effectively it holds power within legal bounds.
Come on. That's such a lie, and it's just showing what kind of officer you are. I'm trying to highlight you here. I know I busted your balls in the beginning a little bit. Let me talk to you. I know No, that's not what I do. I just did it with you and I wasn't even that bad. I wasn't even that bad. But I would like to settle that down and just ask you a few real questions. There's a public street. And it's like, if you would have respect for me, I would have it for you, but you won't even talk to me. So you know what? That tells me you're a fucking tyrant, and that's it, bottom line. that you don't even care to even, and you don't even know what I'm gonna say. What, because I busted your balls a little bit? Think about what you guys do to everybody every single day, man. Now again, Officer Durson, can we start over and have a legitimate conversation? Can you give me an answer why? No answer why? Why, because you got nothing good to say? You don't, right?
You can talk to journalists, buddy.
Why?
Department policy.
That's a lie. You're lying. You're lying. Come on, that's what you do, right? How many people's rights have you violated? How many use of forces do you have? How many times have you lied on a report? Can you answer that, Durson? Can't answer none of that. This is the reason that there's a divide between law enforcement and the public. And you won't even talk. And I know you think I'm here just to cause trouble, but that's not the truth. The Supreme Court has ruled that we have the right to film you guys while you are conducting your duties.
You're absolutely right to fucking whatever.
Say that again?
You want to record whatever you want, absolutely you're allowed to.
Right. So why do you swore an oath?
You are now in a bad space, so back up. Spot.
Let me finish what I was saying. You swore an oath to these rights, to protect these rights.
Go. Have a good day. You gotta back up.
So go.
I'm moving, so back up. Back up.
Scumbag. He's going. He don't want to talk again. I tried to talk to him. You don't want to hear it. Officer Durson said to follow him, so let's go ahead and follow him. What happened? I thought you said follow you.
Yeah, keep following me. Come on.
You want to talk?
Keep following me.
Come on, or you want to play games? Get the f*** out of here and do your job. F***ing idiot. Come on, get out of here and do your job. F***ing dumb pig. This is what you're wasting your time with? Because you're a f***ing tyrant, that's why. And you shouldn't have a badge. And now, I might just give that complaint. You might have another one added on. Has been following me. So now I'm going to tell him if he continues to follow me, we will be getting a complaint. I'm right behind.
I'm so glad you came, bud. This is where we do traffic initiations, where we make sure people stop at stop signs, okay? So you could actually hang out with me for a little bit, all right? See what I do.
I thought you didn't want to talk.
I don't talk.
Well, then this, but I'll tell you this. Are you following me? Because if I see you one more time when I walk down the block.
What's that?
Are you following me?
Am I following you?
Yeah.
This is my area. I drive everywhere around.
But I mean, you're literally coming down the blocks I'm going.
I'm not allowed to go down that block. I thought you said who?
Absolutely is. But harassing a member of the public is a different issue. So, Durson, this is the only thing I'll say. If you do follow me again and I see you again, I can guarantee you I will be filing a complaint on you.
You're sweating pretty hard, bro.
What's that?
You're sweating pretty hard.
It's fucking hot out here.
Is it?
Your big ass would be sweating too. Again, follow me. I'm going to go down and file a complaint. As of now, it was just busting some balls. It is what it is. You're a tyrant. Follow me again. You're getting a complaint against you. Huh? My dick in your mouth? Oh. Follow me again, I'm putting a harassment complaint on you.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Follow me again, you're getting a complaint on you. I'm sure you got plenty already. But I was not planning on doing so, and I won't.
I can't hear you.
Follow me again, you're getting a complaint. Bottom line. That's Officer Durson following me, harassing a member of the public who's just exercising their First Amendment right. His ego is hurt because he couldn't arrest me and beat me up over it. So now he's trying to follow me and abuse his authority. Unbelievable. That's 7204. 112.
You want some water? You want water? on me. I don't have it on me. We'll walk to 7-Eleven. You want to walk with me to 7-Eleven? Come on, follow me. I got you.
Let me hop in. Can I take a ride along?
Huh?
Let me hop in. Can I take a ride along?
No. You got to fill out paperwork for that.
I think I smell weed. Marijuana. You mind if I search the car?
No, we don't do that no more.
Do you have drugs in there?
Do I have drugs in here? No, I do not.
Are you sure? Do you have any illegal firearms? One that you guys plant on people? Anything like that? Johnny, don't come over here. Don't come over here.
Oh.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I don't know his name. I don't know. He's sometimes stop by over.
That's what you said?
Yeah, I tell him.
Unbelievable. I don't understand why they came back.
You do not right time.
I know. You know what? But I had no idea that, they were there for you guys. But, and that's what I do for a living, is I investigate police officers, and,
I called the police officer. He's waiting for the other cocaine guys. Fucking.
Right. But why do you think, so, again, after it all happened, that same cop came back with another cop specifically to ask you my name, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think they did that?
I don't know. Why you tell them what's going on? You talk to the cops. I don't know what's going on.
That's unbelievable, though, for them to come back. And why two cops? Were they trying to intimidate you?
The other one's waiting on the other side. And then the other ones come to the station.
Right, but that doesn't make sense, for him to come back in and ask you, but two,
yeah.
But thank you very much. I appreciate it, right? You're the man. You know where I live down the block. If you ever need anything, you come ask us, Anything you ever need, you know that. All right, I'll see you later, all right? Okay. Have a good night.
And the more they tried to intimidate, the more they proved why the camera and those who dare to use it are so essential in a truly free society. Why does a camera, lifeless, unarmed, unbiased, cause an entire system of authority to stumble, grow defensive, and sometimes lash out?
What happened? I thought you said follow you.
Yeah, keep following me, come on.
You want to talk?
Keep following me, come on.
Come on, or you want to play games? Get the fuck out of here and do your job.
In the soft afternoon light outside Coventry Station, a citizen, identifying as an independent investigative journalist, raised his camera, not to attack, but to document the workings of a system that, by design, should welcome transparency. It was a simple act protected by the First Amendment, but soon, two female officers appeared, confronting him with suspicion instead of a greeting. They didn't ask about his story, but questioned him about the privacy of those entering the police station. A flimsy argument in a public space. In their eyes, a lens aimed at truth became a potential threat, but the cameraman stood firm. No yelling, no resisting, just calmly explaining that he was capturing B-roll footage for a personal journalism project. No faces, no restricted areas, just streets, and the presence of those in power.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, you're on transit property right now.
Yeah.
So can I ask you why you're videotaping people entering and exiting the Calvin Police Station?
I'm a citizen journalist.
You're a citizen tourist. Are you a sovereign citizen? Can we get your name, please?
Am I suspected of a crime?
Well, currently you're trespassing. You don't have a bus pass. Do you have a bus pass?
I do have a bus pass.
And can we get your identification, please? We've had a complaint, so we're just investigating.
Okay. No, I haven't done anything wrong, so I don't.
But we still need your name to deal with the situation.
Yeah, but the law states that in order to get my ID, that I have to be charged or suspected of a crime.
Well, currently you're trespassing on city property unless you're prepared to take a bus. Is your purpose to videotape staff here, or
that's none of your business, actually.
Okay. Is this your purpose?
That's none of your business.
Are you here to take a bus, or are you here to videotape? That's what I'm trying to understand.
That's not your business.
Are you prepared to give me your ID, sir?
No, I'm not.
No?
Why?
Can you help me understand why you're here?
I am taking photographs for a project.
What's your project?
That's personal information.
Okay, so you're here.
But I don't want to obstruct the sidewalk, so that's why I'm standing over here.
This is actually city property. So,
so
right now your camera's city property.
Okay, so then
And
great.
if you're not prepared to take a bus.
I'm on city property, so then there should be no issue.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my sergeant here.
Okay.
So that my sergeant can help deal with this, okay?
Sure, thank you.
Thank you. Tango 236. We're with a male who's currently videotaping.
Female. You don't know what I'm recording, actually. You actually don't know what I'm putting.
No, that's why I'm trying to help. That's why I'm trying to understand.
Well, you just said on your radio that I was photographing people coming and going.
You admitted to me you were videotaping the Calgary
No, I
Police
just said I was taking photographs.
of the Calgary Police Station.
Which
And
is not a
entrance,
which is
right?
not
So
a
this is
crime.
where we're gonna come and go.
See, I'm not taking his information. I'm being
well, I
respectful.
don't know that, right? Because your camera's angled, right?
Yeah, so that's fine, but you need a warrant to see, right?
Well,
I mean,
don't.
that's my own
This
personal
is just our
property now.
current interaction, right? And so
Right.
when you're videotaping people coming and going, that's actually a safety concern for us too, right? And you could understand
Well,
and appreciate that. And
I see there, what is that, a gun? And what's on the other side?
Pardon
Do you
me?
got a taser?
Yeah.
And do you have a taser and a gun? Okay, so what's the safety concern?
Well, my safety concern is that you're trying to access confidential police information, and I'm trying to understand why you're moving.
Okay, level with me. I have a walker here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not very likely
It's
that
not
I'm
what
going to
you could
be
do with it, but it's what could be
mobile.
done with it.
And then, second of all,
But it's conceivable to sell information
there's
to
not
people.
a high likelihood that I'm going to be able to run a license plate even if I get one.
People have been able to access all sorts of information.
But
You're
there's
aware
different
of that.
protections of that.
Can you help me understand why you would be motivated to do this?
Because I'm an independent investigative journalist.
An independent investigative journalist, and what are you investigating?
That's personal.
Okay, is there anything that we could do to help you in that investigation?
No, you've been great so far. Yeah,
So help me understand your purpose. Like, help me understand why you would be here.
that's private. I don't need to, I have the right to my private information.
You do. I just find it really unusual that you would come here,
Yeah,
do this, and then not be prepared to have a dialogue about it.
that's my right as a citizen. This is a
No, I
mutual
don't deny that
contact.
that's your...
I could remain silent if I want.
you absolutely
I am
could.
choosing to engage with you.
Yeah, and I really
Right.
appreciate it because it helps me understand what you're trying to do.
Right, so, and I've
Right.
identified a purpose here, and so
But you are on city property.
right, which is fine.
This is also transit property, right?
So
right now
if I
your
move
camera
over
is
2 feet,
currently-
would I be able to, is that city
Your camera's
property?
currently on city property.
Okay,
right?
so that's
not
fine.
permitted,
That's
okay?
public property,
Not
right?
right now. This is owned by the city. This is actually slated for development.
Right, so this is owned by the city, so this is owned by taxpayers, so that's not really owned by anybody, it's not private property.
The city as a corporation, not the city as a taxpayer, owns the land.
The city has a corporation, but not as a taxpayer.
Right. So the
But
corporate
me as a
city owns
citizen,
this
I
property
have
for
the right
development.
as a taxpayer and somebody who's employed and pays my taxes and vote, I have the right to access this property if I have a purpose to be here.
Yeah, but you're not clear on what your purpose is.
I told you I'm an investigative independent journalist and I'm gathering content for a story. That's all I need to tell you.
Okay.
I'm not here for any malicious purpose or doing anything nefarious, so I mean there's no reason to be alarmed.
I'm just uncertain about that.
Okay.
Because when you're not prepared to give me any information about you so that I can verify your story, do you have journalistic credentials at all?
I do.
Yeah, and what are your journalistic credentials?
I don't want to disclose that right now.
Okay, so see, my concern right now, and you have to understand that, is that you're unwilling to dialogue with me about why you're here, the purpose for your video, the purpose for your journalism,
Right.
who you are, or who
But
you
I
are
have the
affiliated
freedom of mobility, and I also have the freedom of privacy of information. Sorry.
Please don't litter.
No, that was an
Okay?
accident.
So that's actually a littering offense.
No, that was an accident. But I actually have 2 butts in my pocket to show that I'm not littering. But yeah,
You dropped your cigarette in the ground.
by accident.
But
Yeah,
I'm willing to prepare to recognize that you may feel that that was an accident.
yeah.
Okay?
Anyways,
So you
so
can understand, though, why this is very suspicious to us, correct?
I don't really, because I'm just taking a picture of the police station, and what I choose to do with that is my own prerogative. I don't
Right, and
have,
I'm not going to try and challenge you, and you're not being detained right now. You're free to leave at any point in time.
and then I'm free to stay, right?
Well, I'm going to have my sergeant come and speak with you in regards to that, okay?
Sure.
So that he can clarify with you our position more formally, okay? Because I think that that's a better resolution.
What's your
given
badge
that
number,
you're not
please?
willing to provide the name. My badge is 5229.
5229, and what's your badge?
5488.
5488. And what unit are you guys driving today?
1236.
1236? Alright. Is your dash cam on? No, it's not. Is it on?
Yeah.
Great.
you go to journalism school?
You don't need to go to journalism school in order to be a journalist. I can be an independent journalist without having any kind of paper credentials.
Do you run a YouTube channel?
I do, yeah.
YouTube?
And a Facebook page, yeah.
And a Facebook page?
Yeah, and Twitter account. I don't want to disclose that.
Isn't it open source information?
It would be, yeah.
So it would be publicly queryable, right?
Sure.
So what's the issue with providing the open source public queryable information?
Because that's my private information that I do not wish to disclose.
Right?
But this is a mutual contact, and I don't want to disclose personal details to somebody I don't know.
Well, why would you feel comfortable then videotaping personal details of police?
And who says I got personal details?
Well, if you're recording everyone who's coming in and coming out, you could have.
That's not what I was recording, actually.
What were you recording?
That's my business, but it wasn't that. So
you're not willing to provide me any information?
To quell your fears that I was recording people coming in and out, I'm telling you I'm not recording people coming in and out. That's not my interest here.
What is your interest?
That's not
Is your interest
business.
purely how police deal with you or interact with you?
That's my business, actually.
Because I'm struggling to understand your purpose.
Yeah.
Right? And I would like to, because I'd like to be able to have a constructive dialogue about this.
Yeah, and we are having a constructive dialogue, I believe.
It's a very one-way dialogue right now.
A little bit, because I have rights.
Yeah, and so do I. And so does everyone here, right?
Right. So you're checking up that I have a purpose to be here, and I've articulated a purpose to be here.
Yeah. And is your purpose to take transit?
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yeah. After I've satisfied collecting the content that I need for my story, then I will move along, yeah.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be under any kind of loitering. I have a purpose to be here, and this is a openly available space. I'm doing what any reasonable person might do, right?
Yeah, and for me, a reasonable person would have no issue providing their information how to construct.
Right, but I'm not your average person.
You're not?
No.
What makes you say that?
I just know my rights differently than most people.
Okay.
So.
A lot of people know their rights.
I know.
So I'm trying to understand your purpose.
I am collecting content for a story that I'm working on, and as soon as I collect that content, I will be out of here.
How can I facilitate that?
Nothing. I mean, you guys have been fantastic. I don't really need any assistance here.
Is this the protection of public order, or a test of how far power will go when confronted by someone who knows exactly what they're doing? A man who didn't chant slogans, didn't escalate, but carried only 3 things: a camera, a deep understanding of the law, and remarkable composure. He refused to identify himself because there was no legal reason to. He refused to delete the footage because no one has the authority to erase the truth. He held his ground even as he was interrogated, talked over, and pressed with loaded questions. The interaction lasted over 15 minutes, but what made it important was not its length. It was what it revealed: that your civil rights don't need permission, and that law enforcement, when unchecked, can easily become a tool of intimidation rather than a protector of justice.
I'm fine collecting what I'm collecting here. I'm not collecting anybody's personal information or details. I'm not taking pictures of anybody going in.
We can't verify that. Would you be willing to show me your video?
I would not, because that's personal property, and I would prefer a warrant for that.
Okay. So,
and the second issue is I can't pull content off of these cameras.
Is it a direct webcam live stream?
No, it's saved to a different location. So
you upload it to a separate server.
Right. So I can't really pull that up right now.
So,
but that's my own business. What's on there anyway?
Well, I don't disagree, but you have to understand, in the current climate, we have a lot of concerns around people who are videotaping police stations, right?
Current climate. I don't really watch the news. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
You don't watch the news at all?
I don't. I do not.
You're not interested in anything?
I honestly do not.
I struggle to believe that.
I honestly only watch it once in a blue when it comes on the screen when I pass by it.
I have to say, I'm struggling to believe that.
Okay, well, I do. I am not one for really mainstream media, but...
So I'm wondering if you can hear my position and our concern. What are you hearing in terms of my concerns?
That there's somebody out front of your police building, and that you believe that this person is collecting personal information on people who are coming and going.
Yeah, potentially.
And I am duly respecting it again right now. I'm not collecting that, and so I've articulated a purpose for you to be here and for me to be here, and you guys don't need to be here any longer. That's the way I see this.
Well, we're going to wait until my sergeant gets here.
Sure. That's fine.
Okay? Because I think it would be important for him to have a conversation with you around this.
Sure.
Right now, your camera is on city property.
Sure,
And
which is
you're
fine.
currently at a bus location, so you're actually on transit property.
Sure.
okay?
So
if
should I
you're
move a few feet
interrupting-
this way, and then I can move my equipment here?
Well,
Let's-
we're going to talk to my sergeant. You can
move
move
this
your
over.
camera all you like.
And then that way we're kind of on the public easement. That way we're not.
So this is still all city property.
Right, and so that's owned by the taxpayers, which is myself.
also city. This is all private development. So the city as a corporation owns this, and it's actually slated for private development.
But if I stand on the sidewalk, then I'm obstructing the sidewalk.
You are, and actually you're currently at a transit stop, so you're actually on transit property as well when you're on this side.
Right, so would
there
that
are
not
a
be
number of
their
offenses
would that not be their jurisdiction to enforce that though?
So it depends on where you are. So right here, this is city property. This is owned by the city corporation.
Right.
This is also sold to development.
Okay.
This is the city sidewalk here, but it's also a component of transit property.
So would you issue me a trespass notice then? Is that how that would
We're
work?
gonna see.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm not entirely clear on your purpose.
Okay.
And I'd like you to be cooperative, but you're not choosing to be. So I'm
trying to be as cooperative as I can under my own rights. Right?
Well, no, you're choosing to make a point.
I'm not choosing to
Right,
make a
and
point.
you're
I'm
being
just choosing to not engage in contact that's mutual. I'm out here collecting my own content, and I do not wish to be engaged with, and I did not expect you to
You are
engage.
aware that it is an offense to interrupt someone's use of transit property, correct?
I haven't interrupted anybody's use. They've been able to get on the bus. The bus was just here and was able to pick up passengers, and so I haven't obstructed that.
Well, there is a passenger here. I'm not sure if she feels as though she's been impeded on.
No, I don't believe she does.
So I've explained that this is city property.
Right.
This actually has been sold by the city as a corporation to developer, but this is also transit property and it's a transit offense.
G-T-A-N-N-E-Y.
He's refusing to provide his purpose. His reason for videotaping.
I provided a purpose.
He says he's an independent investigative journalist. He's not willing to provide whom he's affiliated with or affiliated with. And he's not really willing to provide more information whether it's
And so I've moved my camera over just so it's not
this is still
obstructing.
city property, so we're still in
Right, so that would be public property, would it not?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, where would be public property then if city property is not public property?
City property doesn't constitute every piece of land in town.
Okay, so what does how would I know that I was breaking the law then if I'm standing here,
That's
right?
when we would advise you to work.
Okay.
Then you'd be expected to.
So if I was to stand over maybe like
Well, we're not
down
talking
here.
about that. You were asking hypothetically, so I would even
Okay.
answer.
So what am I doing wrong by standing here collecting content from my story?
Sorry, what?
What am I doing wrong by standing here collecting content from my story?
What's your story?
I've explained, obviously.
I just don't want to disclose that. I have the right to my private information, and I don't want to disclose that. And that's my own right, and I will be gone in due time once I collect my content. I'm not here loitering or trying to cause a scene. I'm willing to move along. Just the only reason there's a scene now is because I was approached by these ladies,
I
and
don't think this is a scene. I think this is a dialogue.
yeah.
And they're not ladies, they're constables.
Constables. Sorry, but yeah. So I'm just gathering a couple of shots. I don't want anybody's personal information. I'm not collecting any personal information of any officers entering or leaving. I'm looking for stock footage.
Consider personal information that you're not collecting.
Personal vehicles coming in and out that might be driven by officers. Yeah.
So then you're saying that any personal information that you've collected, if it's found later to be officers, you would not be disclosing to anybody?
Correct.
And the resulting of that might be considered illegal?
Yeah.
On
It depends.
statutes in place inside the country of Canada.
Well,
Is that correct?
I'm on a public area filming stuff that's
But as
visible
per
from
your
the public.
comment, you said that
I'm
you're
just
not
doing out of
collecting
I'm doing that out of ethical respect. I'm just doing it out of respect.
Okay.
Right? There doesn't have to be any law involved. I just choose not to for respect. That's not the content of my story. So I just choose not to collect that, and that won't be going anywhere public.
What if you're already collecting?
Then it would be deleted if I have collected any by accident. I do my best to prevent what I collect and choose what I collect. I don't know, but when I review it after, I'll check and make sure.
How would you know then?
I wouldn't. I would just take out any vehicles that weren't part of my story.
Would you let me look at your video right now so I can tell you which ones are, and we can just delete it right now, and you won't have to worry about that problem?
I can't access that camera actually. And I haven't been using this camera the whole
Why
time.
not?
I just started this one.
Why can't we access this camera?
Because it doesn't work with this kind of phone. It doesn't work.
It's a remote web streamer.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're web streaming?
Yeah.
Through your phone?
Yeah.
So like, but this has
But it can't be.
internet capability. It's going off into the netherworld.
It's going off onto a private server.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be out of here in probably the next bus that comes by, and
The next bus that comes by.
yeah,
The 93.
yeah, if that's reasonable, and yeah, and that should be enough time for me to collect my content and be out of here. Is that fine? Is that negotiable?
Well, we're not negotiating.
Okay.
It's not a negotiation.
Well, I'm trying to negotiate to be fair.
Okay.
I'm trying to
There's no
be a
reason to
reasonable
negotiate.
person. Okay.
It's just a conversation. It's a dialogue about understanding.
Right. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And if a camera can shake them this much, then maybe the real question isn't, what are the citizens recording? But what is the government trying to hide? Some in uniform don't welcome transparency, and they're willing to build physical and legal barriers just to push back the public gaze.
This is a scene right now, so I need you to stay
I
over there.
understand it's a scene.
Yes, I need you to stay on that side. I'm going to be putting up tape right now.
Plenty of room. There's no need for me.
You
to
do
go
not know what
inside.
we're dealing with
Please
right
don't
now.
touch me.
Okay, sir,
Don't
I need you to
touch
stay
me.
over there.
In Deer Park, New York, this citizen did what anyone in a free society has the right to do: stand on public land, hold a camera, and observe a police intervention. No interference, no shouting, no obstruction, just a camera and a calm presence. But in places where authority is used to operating unobserved, even the simple act of being watched seems to rattle them. Sadly, the right to record, something that should be embraced in a transparent democracy, is often viewed as a threat. In that moment, the camera didn't just capture the scene, it captured the unease of a system confronted with the very constitution it swore to uphold.
So you guys already heard the unnecessary directive, but look at this. You got this dumbass flashing a flashlight at me in broad daylight. So I was just giving him the finger and flashing my flashlight back at him. So we're having a little flashlight war. But bottom line is, look how unprofessional this is. Unbelievable. It is our right, not a privilege. It's not something we can do. It is our right to film them, but yet they do everything they can to try to violate us. So what we do is we attack harder and harder, and we make sure we go out more and more. And that's what I'll continue to do. So again, please like, share, and subscribe, and keep an eye out, because I will be dropping at least 3 videos a week. But enjoy the rest of the video. It gets a lot better. It gets a little boring at the end, but definitely worth the watch. But I will say this, I have some bangers for you guys coming this week. New York accountability all day, every day. I just need you guys to hit me with those subscriptions so I can get enough subs so I can go live. Thank you and enjoy. So we've been sitting here for a while, guys. What I think the issue is there was some type of altercation, and now they have her. I don't know if they're questioning her. I don't know if she's the suspect. But all I know is you got a woman all alone with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cop cars with about 7 cops. I'm sure she's nervous, and I hope she realizes that people like us are here to protect her and make sure her rights aren't violated. Unfortunately, I cannot get closer because I have been trespassed from this property already. Fuck you too. So guys, I'll narrate a little what's going on. First off, I want to apologize about the shaky camera. I did not bring my gimbal, but right now they're talking about me discussing what they're going to do. They obviously don't like me filming. What they don't know is I know my rights, and nobody's going to push me off anything. And the only reason I'm not standing right next to them is because I have been trespassed off that property, and I know they know that. But I did go back on it, but as you'll see, Miss Piggy's going to come up and try to push me off, but that does not happen until they do what they're supposed to do and put up that tape. And that is what happens, but enjoy. And that gentleman right there too.
As much as you want, but I do need you to stay on that sidewalk, please.
Name and badge number?
I need you to stay on that sidewalk where it's public property.
Name and badge number?
Alexandra Klimas Mikolauskas, badge number 6779, but I really do need you to stay over there.
Okay, the Supreme Court's rule 10 feet. I'm giving you guys way more feet than I have to.
This is a scene right now, so I need you to stay over
I
there.
understand it's a scene.
Yes, I need you to stay on that side. I'm going to be putting up tape right now.
Plenty of room. There's no need for me.
You do not know what we're dealing with right now.
Please don't touch me.
Okay, sir, I need you to stay over there.
There's no
Sir?
reason for you to touch me.
Sir, I'm asking you to please move over
And
there.
I'm telling you that that is not...
Give me a roll of tape.
Officer Alexandra Klimas Nikolauskas, badge number 6779, didn't just ask the citizen to step back. She strung up police tape as if a citizen with a camera posed a serious threat to public order. But when the cameraman held his ground, cited his First Amendment rights, and remained at a legal distance, the escalation didn't come from him. It came from the police. They closed in physically, imposed their presence, not because of danger, but because of discomfort. Under the flicker of patrol car lights, the real boundary wasn't the tape. It was the line between authority and arrogance. This citizen wasn't just pushed away from a scene, he was pushed away from his own government. And the most dangerous part, when an officer's verbal command and personal ego outweigh the Constitution they swore to protect.
Thank you.
Exactly. That's it. If you want to create the privacy, you have to put
So,
up the tape.
I'm asking you again, politely before we put this tape up, if you could please stand back on that sidewalk for
I'm
me.
denying your request. It is not a lawful order. And I don't even know why you would put up tape considering I am
It has nothing to
60
do
feet
because
away. It's
you do not know what we're
straight ego
dealing.
if you put up tape.
We're dealing with something right now.
Listen.
I need you on the other side, sir. I
It's
need
not
you on the
happening.
other
Put up
side.
the tape.
I need you
Put
on
up
the
the
sidewalk,
tape.
please.
Put up the tape.
We're going to put up the tape.
Okay. And when it goes up, I'll get behind it. Because there's a lot of people who do this. What is it, officer? How do you pronounce it?
Mikolauskas.
Nikolauskas. There's a lot of people who do this who are here to start trouble, and they would have been right up in your face. I am so far back for you to waste the tape. It's ridiculous.
Also not a public park lot.
So,
Doesn't matter.
All right, so we're putting
What's
up
your
this
name,
tape.
name and badge number?
Coxie 7261.
Doesn't matter
All
if
right,
it's
so we're
public
putting up this
pass. It
tape,
doesn't
so-
matter if it's public or not. You're not the owner.
All right, sir, we're putting up that tape. We
Can
need
show
you on
ID
the other
that
side of that
you
tape.
work
please.
here?
Maybe I do.
Just show ID.
All right, we're going to get on that sidewalk
Show
so
me
we can
your
put that
ID.
tape up.
No, your license. That's right. What the f would I show you my license? Ridiculous. They put up tape. I was 60 feet away. I only have to be 10 feet. Just so you guys know, so you don't unlawfully arrest somebody and get yourselves a lawsuit next time. And don't put your hands on people either.
As I said, you are more than welcome to film.
I know,
from
you
the
don't have to
sidewalk.
tell me I'm more than welcome. That's my right. That is my first,
We
that
are
is
not
my
here
right
start
to do
any
so.
arguments or anything, so we're
But I'm
trying
just
to-
saying, for you to put up tape when I was that far back, straight ego.
Kept moving forward too.
Tiny bit because I was trying to get that car. Like I said, you guys, the Supreme Court's rule 10 feet. 10 feet.
From what?
From your scene. From your traffic stop, your situation, it's 10 feet. So if you ever have a guy come, just know that's the truth.
Right now, still an active crime scene.
I understand, but I'm no threat to nobody. I have a camera in my hand.
And just cooperate with us, please.
There's
She
no
asked you
there's no
before.
need. You guys are putting up tape. It was a waste. Come on. I was 50 feet
She
away.
asked you before to stand on the sidewalk,
I
right?
understand that.
So please do not
But it's
come
10
any
feet.
closer than this, all
What
right?
you guys just need to understand is, if somebody don't listen to you guys, it's not a lawful order. You guys have no authority over any citizen unless you have what? What do you need in order to have authority and ask me for my ID? Do you know what you need? It's called RAS. You need reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. Otherwise, no authority. I actually have authority over you guys more than you have over me. All right, guys, so let's just enjoy that quick walk of shame right there. As you saw, she tried to bully me off the property, but it was not happening until they put up the tape, which is what they need to do. But with that being said, in my opinion, that tape was unconstitutionally put up because it was way too far back. It was just their ego. Bottom line is Supreme Court's ruled that I believe it's 10 or 15 feet. Bottom line is we have to be close enough to hear and see what they are doing to make sure they are not violating people's right and abusing their authority. And as a matter of fact, in this situation, they prevented me from doing that. And, that's what they do. But that's okay, because there's a lot of people out now that are doing these audits, and guess what? We're going to make their lives a living hell until they learn that they are our public servants, that they go to work to serve us, not make our lives miserable. And that's how a lot of people feel, that these cops are just out here to make our lives miserable, take our money, and jam us up. And unfortunately, most of them really are. I do not hate cops. I just do not like bad cops, bottom line. And, I hold the camera, we hold the cameras, and these people act the way they act all by themselves. The camera don't lie, and the tyrant don't lie. That's the bottom line. This right here is Suffolk County's finest. I actually have a real banger for you guys coming out either tomorrow or Tuesday, so please be ready.
Because without a camera, without evidence, your rights exist only when those in power allow them to. And that is something a democratic society must never accept. What you're witnessing isn't just a video. It's a stark reminder of a painful truth. Who will defend the Constitution when the very people sworn to uphold it are the first to trample it? And if you've ever asked yourself, why are they afraid of being filmed? Zrania. Why is standing on public land treated like a threat? Logically, or why is silence mistaken for resistance? The answers are captured in every single frame, like subscribe and share. Not for clicks, but to send a message that can't be ignored. Civil rights are not a gift to be granted. They are the foundation of freedom. And sometimes a single camera in the right place at the right moment is all it takes to make an entire system bow to the truth.